Hey guys, today we are here with the Honda S660 and I am really excited about this one. Let's go. Today we're driving the Honda S660, which is an awesome little K car. I want to go ahead and mention before we start off that because it's so small in here, it's hard to get the camera angle right. So we're both having to kind of
I'm slouching down
lean.
here.
Also, it's got a pretty extreme brake on the windshield, but it feels like a cockpit. I mean, we
can hold hands if you want.
We are like,
hold hands?
Here, let's do it slow-mo. But before I set off, it's a Target car, it's a K car, it's a Honda Turbo.
And it's kind of the
These
spiritual...
These are going on.
the spiritual successor to the Honda Beat.
That's exactly what it is.
Here. Because the styling is made to look just like it.
Alright, let's drive.
Let's drive.
I'm gonna give a wave to Andrew.
Because we can, right?
Because we can. It's really funny when we set off today to do the Omoshiro cars. Like, this is one of the Omoshiro cars, and this is one of the ones I was most, if not the most, excited to drive because I don't know. It's the return of the K car and the sports car. This car sells for under $20,000 US here in Japan, brand new. It's got a rear engine, turbocharged.
I don't know anything about the car. I would assume that it's a mid-engine.
It is, and it's just awesome. The styling of it, I think, is on point for now. It's modern looking. The interior is comfortable, even though it's a cockpit. I'm 6 foot and way too many pounds, and I'm actually comfortable in here. Getting into the car is a bit of a maneuver.
It feels so weird to be in here because the waistline is up so high compared to where we sit.
Yeah.
This is just wild for me. I'm emotionally going around in circles in my mind right now.
About what this car is?
This is getting a chance to drive this car, which I have loved since the moment that I first saw the concept of it. The fact that Honda even made this car is pretty awesome because to make a small sports car is not something that was done recently. Like the Honda Beat was the last car basically that was a sports K car.
And it's decently quick.
For a 64 horsepower?
For a 64 horsepower and a 660cc engine? I mean, it's...
Yeah, 0.6 liter engine.
It's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not gonna like, throw you back in your seat and be ridiculous, but the handling's good, the car is comfortable. Off of center, the steering is fantastic. I'm gonna use a little racy term there. Off center, it's like dead on. This is fantastic.
I can't wait to drive it.
Do you know what this car would be perfect for?
Nope.
For me to have fun and drive around with the top off, and for you to play Pokemon Go.
What?
I'm just trying to...
Oh, you're trying to drop the Pokemon Go.
Drop the Pokemon Go bandwagon.
Relevant.
Because it's popular now. Now we can include that in the search terms. So that's good.
Yeah. Paul and Derek talk about Pokemon Go in a car.
Yeah. And we are playing Pokemon Go, and Team Mystic is the best team. And
what?
If anyone, I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
I'm not playing Pokemon Go. You are, and Andrew is.
It seems like ridiculous, but this car, styling-wise, fit-wise, driving-wise, is so much fun. Like, I feel like I'm just having fun just, like, sitting here. I don't even... We could just stop the car and just sit on the side of the road, and, like, inside, I'm just feeling joy.
I think the fuel economy on this, here I am talking about fuel economy
and fuel economy. There it is.
Is 22 kilometers per liter. And so people who don't understand that conversion, that's like that's kind of like a TDI Golf or something like that. Maybe even a little bit better.
Yeah, it's ridiculously good. That's what it is.
So you can literally drive around all day on $15 of gas. I'll show up the kid on a bike. Here we got a nice view of a Prius.
I don't care. I don't care. This car's so much fun. I don't care.
How high does it rev up to?
Its red line's at 800. It's actually not 7,500. It's like 7,700 or something.
So I think the Beat that this replaces,
it's responsive,
goes up to 10,000. And nowadays you wouldn't be able to do that. But the way that engines are made now, you get a lot more power low down. there's one complaint about the Beat is that you don't get power until you're at like 6,000 RPM. But this one, even sitting in the passenger seat, I can tell that you get the power at the lower RPMs.
This is, I mean, at speed, that's 4th gear in a little tiny engine, and it goes just fine. I can't wait till you drive this, because you'll see what I'm talking about. The power delivery for such a tiny engine in this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Honda would sell these things in America.
That's the thing. So this car is only sold in Japan, right?
Yeah.
And the reason for that, I assume, is because this car fits into the K class. If you don't know, check our very first video on the channel. But the K class is small car, small engine. It has to be within certain size constraints and engine constraints, and 64 horsepower is the most that you can get out of one of these cars. Whee! Does it feel good around the corner?
Yeah, the handling's, sorry, I was watching the background because the cops are back there with the lights on, but they're not actually pulling anybody over. They're doing their whole, just FYI, in Japan, cops will drive around with their lights on just to let you know they're working.
Just because it's funny.
And if you're from another country, that will scare the crap out of you.
It's like a wasp will sting you just because he thinks it's fun. I bet you the police are just laughing to themselves like, haha, I'm making everybody have a worse day right now.
Yeah, like really nervous. What is this guy doing right here?
Getting in your way, Paul.
Apparently. Not for the S660. So we'll head down near Lawson's, we'll turn around and go back.
Okay. I can't wait to drive it. I will say that there's a stupid cup holder here that gets in the way of my knee. But it looks like it's an optional extra. I would order mine with no stupid cup holder.
Yeah, or put it someplace that makes sense. The vent ones would be good. You could like set it up here.
The vents look really nice. The styling here in the interior is...
It's pretty good, right?
They decided to go with something that is a little bit aggressive and a little bit outside of the norm. I think simply because the car is so wild anyway. The funny thing is, this car, I guess... Police right behind us.
The cops are right next to us.
This car competes with the Daihatsu Copen. It's the only other car that's in the same classification. But Daihatsu really messed up the styling on their most recent version of the Copen, I think. Hello, police. Bye, police.
I'm gonna take off.
And
really.
It's hard to make a car that's safe and still looks good, especially when you're constrained by the constraints of the K car class. For them to make this car and the way that it looks is just phenomenal in my mind. Because it doesn't look like it's got compromises. Like sitting in here in the car, you've got really thick A-pillars and you have a really thick top beam up here. And of course you have this. But I don't know, it seems to work as a package altogether.
It does. And the shifter's nice, and the throttle's nice, and the brakes are nice, and the handling's nice. I mean, the only thing you can't put in here is other stuff. You know, there's not a lot of real estate for
the size of the trunk
luggage and things. And I will say, for like a bigger, kind of more awkward person like myself, it is a little bit of a chore getting in and out of.
Awkward in size?
Yeah.
Or
so
awkward in personality?
Both. But that doesn't really affect me getting in and out of it, which I'm getting ready to do. And we'll see.
I'm gonna do the happy dance.
What Derek thinks about this bad boy, because it's awesome.
The world's worst happy dance. I couldn't think of anything cool to do.
I don't know.
Oh, I get lots of room in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How was it for you? Was it reasonable?
In there? Oh yeah, there's tons. That's what I'm saying. I actually thought, like, I really wanted to drive this, and I actually thought, like, I was gonna have to struggle.
You know what I just realized? It's a 6-speed manual in a K car.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's the only one, probably.
I mean, this cup holder over here is the devil.
And the rear visibility blows. Are we allowed to say blows?
I think so. That sounds... Oh, wait. I found it. I figured it out.
Yes! You were so smart.
I got the cup holder out.
Ooh,
We're
the
going...
steering's really light.
Yeah, but it's good though, right?
It's like MR2 light. Whoa!
I mean, this car wouldn't be near as much fun with the top on.
I don't think so.
It does. It makes it, but it is still really good though.
These seem to be selling like crazy here in Japan because I see them everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, one parks at our office at work. Go straight.
The e-brake is on.
Oh.
Whoops. Sorry, Omoshiro car. Which way do I go?
Go straight.
Okay.
I want to make sure we don't miss our turn by going ahead and getting the GPS.
I want to get into 6th gear, even if it's not appropriate, just to say that I can do it. Hey, look what's behind us. You probably can't see it in the camera. It's the new UltraWorks, which is cool because in my mind that fits into a similar category as this because they make an RS version of that, or a Works version of it. Can you see any more of it? No, only the roof. And it's retro styled as well. So you got 2 new K cars that are retro styled, kind of the first 2 that they've done. Okay, 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. Going 56 kilometers an hour in 6th gear.
It's kind of fine though.
The gauges are really cool. Check in the beginning of the video to take a look at the gauges because they're really neat. I don't know if you could see it very well.
Okay, we're going left here.
Okay.
At the,
basically, you've got a digital readout of your speed in the middle.
No, sorry, straight.
And a tachometer around that. So you got your tach as your number 1 thing in the car.
We're gonna go back the way we were going before. We'll start doing it this way from now on.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels tight.
It feels like when you look at it, like you hope it's gonna feel.
I think
like
that's a good way to look at
it meets the expectation of looking at it.
So if this car were in the US, obviously they don't want to sell it in other countries, otherwise they would. And sometimes they've done, or not, maybe not Honda, but some companies have done K cars in other countries other than the US and Canada. For example, you could buy a cappuccino in parts of Europe when they came out, right?
Really? I didn't actually know that.
I did know that.
I did not.
Somebody
know
fact checked me on that, and be nice if I'm wrong, but I believe that that's the case. I'm going to turn your glasses around because I don't want them to get scratched from my aggressive driving.
Those are from
Am I
Walmart.
turning
They
here?
cost like $5. No. I've decided we're going to start going the way we were going before. So you're going to turn left where that construction signs were. And then into the road left, just like we were doing.
I kind of want to hear what this sounds like with a good exhaust.
Here.
Turning here?
Yeah. Where the construction signs are. Yeah, they make modifications for these things. They're terrific.
I'm sure it's one of those cars that the aftermarket makers were just itching. Am I supposed to go there?
No, here. Do you really not remember doing this like 12 times today?
No.
Don't kill anybody.
I'm having too much fun. Sorry, doggy.
Let's hope someone doesn't come flying around the corner.
Right. This is a regular 2-way street here in Japan.
Yeah.
There we go, but they're a K car, so that's easy. Yeah, so if this sold in the US, you think that people would buy them?
Yeah, I think this would sell like crazy. I mean, I don't.
If the price were right, I think so.
College, either young people who don't need, anything but something to go to and from school, right? Because you can throw a backpack in here and go. You couldn't take your friends anywhere, but you can throw a backpack in here and go around town, work, school, whatever. Have some fun in it. You could take a date someplace in it. Or
do you think if you took a date someplace in this, the average reaction would be you've got a cool car or you've got a stupid car? Because I come from Canada, where usually stupid cars are much more okay than they are in the US.
I don't know.
Which way?
I don't know about that.
I don't know where to go.
It's right here.
Oh. All right, it's right here. And so we're going to finish the drive on this one. This one was perfect timing. It's 14 minutes. So, pull up. And that'll be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. And
bye.
Here we are. Goodbye.